of all, I would like to share my extreme happiness and pleasure to present a paper of Nairul SK, who is absent today. He is currently studying at Nairul Islamic University and is my student also. So thank you all. So my topic is comprehensive study on India subjugation after independence 1947 to 1962 on foreign dominance Goa, Portuguese and Pondicherry French. So first of all, I would like to share a quotation about colonialization. And a famous scholar said about colonialization that colonialization of places or countries ended, but the colonialization of cultures, rituals, beliefs and our attitude is going on today also, and it is in extreme measure today because of globalization and other things. So at first, just we have to introduce an outlook about it. India, as we know everyone, India got freedom at 1947. But some countries, some territories of India didn't get freedom at that time. Famous of that, Goa and Puducherry. Puducherry means Pondicherry. Goa was under the control of Portuguese and Puducherry was under the control of French. As we know, Goa is now a big tourist place in India. At that time, was also the big tourist place, and Portuguese wanted to continue that place under their control, but they continued their cruelties in that place. So India wanted to annex that place due to the security issue and other issues to Indian subcontinent, to Indian country, Indian nation, to will be more prosperous and great to India. As we know, before 18th century, there were many inventions by British, by French, by Portugal and other countries in India. But after 18th century, they changed their ideology slightly. They began to introduce their progressive methods, their developments also in these continents. But as the result of that progress, that development, we know the Goa was listed under the UNESCO World Heritage Site. At the time of Second World War, the Goa's neutrality helped Goa more to gain their development, their progress, because we know there were two powers, Axis powers and Allied power. All of these powers were keenly interested in the land of Goa. According to that, Germany sent 3 ships to Goa's seaport, and Italy also anchored 1 ship to the Goa. But the Portuguese authority this time exploited their chance to exploit Goa more by putting some demands, some promises in front of Goa's people. There was annexation of Goa that was in the name of Vijay Operation. We know Vijay in Hindi means success. That was successful operation. That was led by Indian Armed Forces. There were 36 hours strike to annex Goa. At last, Goa came under the Indian rule, ending 451 years of foreign rule in Goa's territory. At the last 2 days, there was 22 Indians and 30 Portuguese were killed in fighting for the annexation. For this course, this annexation was received bad impressions and good impressions according worldwide. As we say in detail about the annexation, there were Portuguese were cruel in that area, and this cruelty led the people, their civilian satyagrahis, to demonstrate against the Portuguese in 1955. But Portuguese authority didn't receive their arguments, their demands. They rejected their demand of freedom. But there were occurred frequently conflicts and clashes between civilians and armed forces of Portuguese. To end that clash, Indian government introduced Vijay Operation. Under the first of all, Indian government directly requested the Portuguese then Prime Minister Salazar to grant independence to Goa and to be the part of India, but the Prime Minister rejected it. Then Indian troops directly entered the Goan territory and annexed it to India in 18 December 1961. We said the Goan operation was called or said violent aggression against its national soil and citizen from the worldwide. And they got negative and positive marks from the worldwide. That we know everyone in India or every territory in India celebrate their Independence Day in August 15, but Goa celebrate their Liberation Day in 19 December every year to remember this day. According to how this annexation or how was the background of this annexation, there were some movements from the civilians, mainly the resistance to Portuguese by Goa Congress Committee. The main leader was Tristadora Bragança Cunha, a French educated trainer and engineer. He made a committee in the name of Goa Congress Committee in 1922 earlier. At that time, the Goa was under the strong power of Portuguese, and they began resist against Goa government, Portuguese authority, but they rejected it, and they stood against their resistance. And Cunha at that time published 2 books. One booklet called 400 Years of Foreign Rule and another pamphlet called Denationalization of Goa. These 2 booklets were more influensive in the people of Goa and outside of Goa. And these messages, Goa were in the clashes and conflict, these messages came into ear of main nationalist leaders like Jawaharlal Nehru, Subhash Chandra Bose and Rajendra Prasad, then President of India, and they planned the Vijay Operation. When we trace back to the Goan annexation, how it ended to a conflict end or in massacre end, it was its reason was really the measures taken by Portuguese authority toward the Goa. Because Portuguese demanded or they dreamed that Goa will be under the Portuguese authority all time, and that will be a mandatory state for Portuguese authority. But India or the people in the Goa didn't want that argument. Goa has two kind of statement. First was union territory and second was statehood. At first, 1961 of 19 December of 1961 to 30 May 1987, it was as a union territory, and there was a lieutenant governor of Kunyiraman Palat Kandat. He was the chief of the union territory, and later it came under as a state like any other state of India. After 1987, it formed a state, and there conducted elections, and as we know now also, it is a clearly independent state like Kerala or Maharashtra or any neighboring states. And Pratap Rane, a great government leader, who was a chief minister of Goa and Daman Diu, he elected as first he was chief minister, directed by lieutenant governor. Now, as the democratic method, he was selected as first chief minister of newly formed state of Goa. And when we say about the ideology of Goan district, there are two subsections of Goa. First, North Goa and South Goa. North Goa further divided into 3 subdivisions, and South Goa is divided into 7 subdivisions. So there will be total 10 subdivisions. And about the Pondicherry was under the French authority. There was no clashes, because when at the first time Indian government requested French authority in Pondicherry to annex Pondicherry also to India, but they refused. But by the pressuring their authority, they withdrew from the Pondicherry, and the Pondicherry also annexed to Indian government. And Goa and Pondicherry, there is some type of linguistic or rhetoric linguistic of culture or fact is, because we know there is English, and we know there is Portugal is ruling and Goa. At the same time, the French ruling at the Pondicherry. French national language is French, and because we know Pondicherry has French also. And at the time Goa, there is English and Hindi, and English and Hindi, but at the time of official communication, at the first time they used English for official communications. And there is Tamil also in the Pondicherry, and after it merged with India, Telugu and Malayalam obtained the same status in Pondicherry, because there is a Mahi subsection of Pondicherry that lying in Kerala, and there is Malayalam also. Tamil is a language spoken by Union Territory government, especially while communicating among Tamil majority districts like Pondicherry and Karaikal, and Telugu used while communicating among Telugu district Yanam, and Malayalam is spoken while communicating among Malayalam district Mahi in Kannur. And demography of these languages, Tamil, there is 2,20,749 in Pondicherry and Karaikal district who speaks Tamil, and there is 31,362 who are speaking Telugu, and there is 36,823 who are speaking Malayalam, and there is only 10,000 who are speaking French. And there are two various languages. There is Konkani and Marathi. They are specially made in Goan people. They are in Goa. They are using to communicate between them. This is not a part of our presentation, but as we just discussed about it, it is the Andaman and Nicobar, but there is no kind of annexation. It was directly and came under the independence of under the independent India at the time of Independence Day. Okay, this is the paper. So I am very thankful to you.